Hello everybody, welcome to Media Magazine. My name is Celeste, and today's topic is going to be why The Little Mermaid readaptation is important for Black girls and Black women. Before I get into the actual title of the video, the actual part that's important, I want to give a background for people who live under a rock. The Little Mermaid is a movie about pretty much a fish who sells her soul to have legs and to explore the world. She gets legs, doesn't really do much exploring of the world, and falls in love with the prince. Just a bunch of stuff that's unrelated to what we're talking about. You can watch the movie if you need more information. So months ago, I feel like it was almost 2 years ago, but I think it was just a year, we were told that The Little Mermaid was coming back as a live action. And the person that is going to be playing Ariel is Halle Bailey, a Black woman. Already this kind of spiraled into a whole thing of racism, saying that Ariel was white, etc., but it wasn't too bad at the time because there was no trailer and things could have changed and all this stuff. It was just an announcement. Well, about a week and a half ago, we got the teaser. Finally, after we've all been waiting for it, we got the teaser of the movie, and still Halle Bailey, still a Black woman, and she looks amazing and gorgeous. Of course, people are upset. It's this whole debate on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter that Ariel shouldn't be Black. And yeah, it's mainly grown white men who are, tackling this concept, which I think is quite pathetic. You are a grown man sitting over here arguing with people about a movie about a mermaid, and even other Black people are kind of being like, it's not a big deal that people are pretty much being racist and mad over this movie. I saw this one TikTok, which I'll put up here now.
I don't know how y'all see it as racist if people don't want Ariel to be Black. You know why? Because she's white. Imagine Black Panther white. Black community would start a riot. So do you see why people are mad?
He's saying that we're calling people racist because they're mad at Ariel being Black, when if it was Black Panther or another Black character being white, we would be upset. So they have a right to be upset. Number one, the thing about this is white people have so many movies that represent them. We have a handful of movies that represent us. Taking Black Panther as a comparison of if they were all white, we would be upset, is probably the worst example you could ever bring to the argument. Because Black Panther is based off of African culture, and a lot of his character is about being Black. Even if it's not distinctly African culture that's put into Black Panther, it's still inspired off of African culture. You can't compare that because yes, if a white person was playing T'Challa in a movie that's based off of being Black, but also meant to have African history to be inspired off of, yes, that would be racist because that's just whitewashing. Same thing for Tiana, even though Tiana was a frog for 90% of the movie. So we can't even really fully compare Tiana because it wasn't exactly a Black girl movie. She just by happened to be Black. You know what I mean? There's a difference between being Black in a movie and having your own Black movie. You know what I mean? Tiana is known as the first Black Disney princess. If a white person were to play that role, that would in fact be whitewashing and racist because she is the first Disney Black princess. You're taking away from that. So these movies are meant, the target audience is Black people because they're the first Black something. Black Panther was pretty much the first all Black Marvel movie besides having white side characters, but all the main characters and the storyline was Black, you know what I mean? So you can't take movies that are known for Black people and turn them into white people. We would have every right to be upset and call people racist because that is, well, I don't know if it's racist, but I know it's a form of discrimination and just lack of representation. And I correct myself because racism is a very big word. You have to be careful who you call racist and what is racist you have to know what is racism. Just be careful who and what you call racist. You know what I mean? But these white people who are hating on Ariel being black, they're definitely racist. By all means, call them racist. People aren't just upset that she's black. They're livid, which is even funnier. It's not funny because like it sucks for the actor who is spending her time to try and portray this character.
Was this the first time you saw yourself saying a part of your world?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I went in the trailer and bawled my eyes out, and now I'm here, so I'm just like, this is really weird. Seeing everyone's reaction of something that's so special and near and dear to my heart is so nice and kind, and I know that I put my all into it, so I know that I'm proud of myself at the end of the day.
What did your sister say?
My sister is like nonstop texting me right now, so I can't wait to get back to them.
But it's funny because they're just so mad. Like, they're the ones taking it too far. We're not pushing them to be racist and saying that, oh, they hate black people and all this stuff. These white people are taking it way too far. I saw this other TikTok.
I don't get it. That's because it's not for you. Because you have everything. Everything is for you. And this one thing is for him.
I like this TikTok because it says what needs to be said. If you are excited about Ariel being black, then it's not for you to be excited about. It's something that only black people can understand. For the live action remake of Mulan, it was a terrible movie, apparently, but there was Asian representation live, you know. Prince and the Frog, Tiana has never had that. But now we have Ariel. Who is that? We have a black Ariel. That is amazing. And this is why it is important for younger black girls. Younger black girls go through things of maturing too early because we have to constantly be on our P's and Q's, crossing our T's and dotting our I's. We are pretty much forced to grow up in the world we live in because the world is automatically hard on us. So therefore, we don't have much representation. Not even black men get a lot of representation in movies properly, but for black women, I don't want to say it's worse because I don't want to compare. Like, that's just a horrible thing to do, to compare, oh, who gets more, because both black women and black men get pretty much close to nothing if you compare it to the amount of roles and movies white people get. But black women, they are barely starred in movies, especially younger black people. We have actors like Zendaya, we'll just use her as an example, but there's other mixed actors, and they're idolized for being the number one black girl actor, the number one black woman this, and the number one black woman that. They are black. I'm not taking away their blackness, but it's the fact that Hollywood will not put a darker woman up there. You know what I mean? They will never do that. For this younger generation to be gifted with a black Ariel is the best thing for them, because they're going to look at the screen and see themselves. White people cannot understand this. They don't understand the power of seeing themselves on the screen because they are always on the screen. They are always at the top, especially white men. They get everything. So when you're so used to seeing yourself being the best, being on screen, being everywhere, being idolized, you forget the fact that it's a privilege within its own. So for black women, this is extremely important because we don't constantly get that privilege. A black person will go see a movie because there's one black person in it, because that's how little we get represented. Anyways, that's the video. To close out, I wanted to put this compilation of young black girls being excited for the movie to see themselves on screen in 2023 as a mermaid, because I think it's important, and I think just seeing the looks on their faces and the understanding they have is so amazing. And that's really it. So yes, enjoy the compilation.
I think she's round.
Does she look like you? How does she look like you?
Well, she's brown. Well, she has brown skin.
Ooh.
She's like me.
Right?
She's like me.
I know, right?
Brown Ariel.
What do you think about the Ariel that you just saw?
I liked her.
Why?
She's beautiful. And I don't know how she's singing so beautiful and lightly. And yeah.
She's beautiful and she looks like what? She looks like you?
Yeah, she's brown like you. We're gonna go see it when it comes out in the theater.
Yes!
So we're going to see The Little Mermaid when it comes out. High five.